back in Week 12. The Patriots dominated their first matchup against the Dolphins. Can Miami get revenge? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Now Jones throwing on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. A try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Tua to try again on 2nd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. On first down, it's Harris. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's it, baby. Let's go.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Fournette, a first down, still going. And down to the 7-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones. 35 yards that time on the punt. New England's offense set to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Jones off the play fake. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
Here we go.
Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Miami. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Miami.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely. And when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's got Long, his tight end complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. 54 is Mike.
Here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Tua. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements,
the Pats at the line ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Back now in Miami. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Down to the 25. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They run with Harris. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Harris. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for New England, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road